Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something genuinely exciting to share with you. A comprehensive, unhurried first look at the 2027 Kia Telluride. Now, if you've followed the automotive landscape over the past several years, you know the Telluride has been nothing short of a phenomenon. Since its debut in 2019, it has redefined expectations for what a mainstream three-row SUV can deliver. It won World Car of the Year, it earned countless comparison test victories, and perhaps most importantly, it earned the trust of hundreds of thousands of families who needed a vehicle that could genuinely do it all. But the competition hasn't been standing still. The Hyundai Palisade continues to evolve. The Mazda CX-90 has arrived with premium aspirations. Toyota refreshed the Grand Highlander, and buyers are increasingly asking for electrified options and genuine off-road capability, not just the appearance of ruggedness. So Kia faced a fascinating challenge. How do you evolve a vehicle that already set the benchmark without losing what made it special in the first place? The answer, as we'll explore together over the next 15 minutes, is a masterclass in thoughtful refinement. The 2027 Telluride introduces a hybrid powertrain for the first time, offers a turbocharged gasoline option for those wanting more responsive performance, and debuts the xpro variant, a properly capable off-road-oriented trim that's more than just body cladding and marketing language. Let's take our time and examine exactly what Kia has accomplished here. Starting at the front, the 2027 Telluride immediately communicates that this is an evolution, not a revolution. And that's precisely the point. Kia's design team understood something crucial. The Telluride's blocky, upright, confident stance was fundamental to its success. Customers responded to a vehicle that looked substantial and purposeful without trying to be sporty or overly aggressive. So rather than chasing trends, the designers focused on refinement and added sophistication. The grille is the centerpiece of this approach. It's wider than before, stretching further toward the headlight assemblies to create a more commanding presence. But look closely at the mesh pattern. It's tighter, more intricate, with a subtle three-dimensional texture that catches light in interesting ways. This isn't the kind of bold, look-at-me design language we see from some competitors. Instead, it reads as premium and confident without being flashy. It's the automotive equivalent of a well-tailored suit versus a loud designer logo. Above the main LED headlight units, you'll notice the daytime running lights have been completely reimagined. They're now thin, jewel-like strips that sit higher on the face, almost like eyebrows, giving the front end a distinctly layered, modern appearance. During the day, these create an unmistakable signature. At night, they work in concert with the full LED headlight array to deliver both excellent illumination and genuine visual sophistication. The bumper receives purposeful sculpting that varies significantly by trim level. And this is where we start to see Kia creating clearer differentiation across the lineup. On base and mid-level trims, the bumper remains relatively clean, with subtle integrated air curtains that channel airflow around the front wheels, reducing turbulence and contributing to improved aerodynamic efficiency. The lower sections feature tasteful body-colored or contrasting trim elements that maintain the Telluride's civilized aesthetic. But step up to the xpro, and the transformation is immediately apparent. Pronounced lower cladding with a textured, protective finish wraps around the lower fascia. A substantial skid plate element, finished in a contrasting silver or body protective material, sits prominently beneath the grille, signaling genuine off-road intent rather than mere styling exercise. The approach angle appears improved, and the overall stance suggests this variant is ready for more than school drop-offs and grocery runs. What impresses me most about the front-end design is the restraint. In an era where automotive styling often seems to prioritize aggression and complexity for its own sake, Kia has delivered something that will age gracefully, look appropriate in virtually any setting, and still command presence on the road. Moving to the rear of the vehicle, we find equally thoughtful evolution. The previous Telluride's rear design was handsome but perhaps carried slightly more visual bulk than necessary. For 2027, the design team has addressed this with surgical precision. The most immediately noticeable change is the full-width LED light bar that now spans the entire tailgate. This isn't simply a styling affectation, though it certainly looks striking. The slimmer, more horizontally oriented light signature visually widens the rear, making the Telluride appear lower and more planted. The individual LED elements within the bar create a sophisticated graphic that reads as premium during both day and night driving. Below this primary light bar, the main tail lamp units have been refined with tighter, more geometric internal elements. When illuminated, the rear of the Telluride creates a cohesive, immediately recognizable signature that will be visible from considerable distance in traffic. An important safety consideration, as well as an aesthetic one. The tailgate itself has been thoughtfully proportioned with practical usage firmly in mind. The loading sill height remains appropriately low, ensuring that heavy items, groceries, sports equipment, or strollers can be lifted in without excessive effort. The release mechanism, whether you're using the key fob, the interior switch, or the available hands-free foot-activated system, operates with a smooth, damped action that feels substantial rather than flimsy. Pay attention to the lower rear bumper area, where you'll find subtle diffuser styling on higher trim levels. This isn't aggressive or sporting in character. It's refined and mature, suggesting quality engineering rather than boy racer aesthetics. Exhaust outlets are tastefully integrated or hidden entirely on most variants, keeping the rear design clean and sophisticated. The xpro variant naturally takes a different approach. Here, you'll find additional protective cladding, a more pronounced skid plate element at the rear, and integrated recovery points that suggest this vehicle is prepared for situations where assistance might be required. The overall effect maintains family-friendly approachability while communicating genuine capability. One practical note: the rear glass area and overall visibility appear well preserved despite the styling changes. Combined with the standard rear-view camera and available surround view system, parking and maneuvering this large SUV should remain manageable for drivers of varying experience levels. From the side profile, the 2027 Telluride maintains its identity as a proper three-row SUV designed for families and their cargo, not a swoopy crossover pretending to be something sportier. The proportions tell the story immediately: long wheelbase, boxy greenhouse, squared wheel arches, and substantial ground clearance. These aren't styling choices made to win design awards. They're engineering decisions that maximize interior space, provide excellent outward visibility, and ensure the vehicle can accommodate everything families throw at it. A new character line sweeps from the front fender area through the doors and terminates at the tail lamp assemblies. This crease catches light beautifully and creates a sense of motion even when the vehicle is stationary. It's subtle enough that you might not notice it immediately, but it adds visual interest and prevents the large side surfaces from appearing flat or plain. The window line remains relatively low and horizontal, which is increasingly rare in modern SUV design. Many competitors have adopted rising belt lines and smaller glass areas for various reasons: styling trends, structural requirements, perceived security. Kia has resisted this temptation, and families will appreciate the resulting excellent outward visibility, particularly for children in rear seats who can actually see out the windows. Now, let's discuss the xpro variant specifically, because this is where the side profile diverges most significantly from standard models. The xpro wears unique body cladding around the wheel arches and along the lower door sections. This isn't thin, decorative plastic. It's substantial, textured material designed to protect painted surfaces from trail debris, rocks, and the inevitable scratches that come from genuine off-road use. Ride height is noticeably increased on the xpro, providing improved approach, departure, and breakover angles for navigating uneven terrain. This additional clearance changes the vehicle's visual proportions, making it appear more commanding and purpose-built. The tires on xpro models are chunkier, with more aggressive tread patterns suitable for loose surfaces, mud, and gravel. The wheel designs themselves are more utilitarian, robust multi-spoke patterns that prioritize strength and brake cooling over pure aesthetic considerations. Across the range, wheel designs grow bolder as you move up the trim ladder. Base models wear tasteful alloys that prioritize aerodynamic efficiency. Mid-level trims feature diamond-cut wheels with machined faces that catch light beautifully. And the xpro's wheels, as mentioned, prioritize function and durability. Door handles on higher trim levels are cleanly recessed into the bodywork, reducing visual clutter and contributing to improved aerodynamic efficiency. This is a detail borrowed from more premium vehicles and elevates the Telluride's perceived quality. The side mirrors now integrate turn signal indicators into the glass edge itself rather than using separate amber lens elements. It's a small change, but it creates a more refined, integrated appearance that suggests attention to detail throughout the design process. Roof rails are low profile, but genuinely sturdy, capable of supporting roof boxes, kayaks, bicycles, or other cargo you'd expect to carry on family adventures. The panoramic sunroof option opens up the cabin dramatically, flooding all 3 rows with natural light and contributing to an airy, spacious atmosphere. Step inside the 2027 Telluride, and you'll immediately sense that Kia has invested significantly in elevating the cabin experience. The previous Telluride's interior was already competitive, well-organized, practical, and reasonably refined for its price point. But this refresh demonstrates a serious commitment to premium positioning without abandoning the approachable family vehicle ethos. Material quality shows meaningful improvement throughout the cabin. Dashboard surfaces feature softer touch materials with better grain textures. Armrests on doors and the center console display tighter, more consistent stitching that would be appropriate in vehicles costing considerably more, and the metal look trim elements around the center stack and air vents have been upgraded from obviously plastic to genuinely convincing simulated metal finishes. The curved display setup is the technological centerpiece of the new interior. 2 12.3-inch screens, one serving as the digital instrument cluster, the other as the infotainment display, blend into a single sweeping unit that feels cohesive and modern without being overwhelming. The instrument cluster offers multiple display configurations, from simple and informative to more detailed layouts, showing navigation, driver assistance system status, and vehicle performance data. The graphics are crisp, animations are smooth, and the overall presentation competes favorably with vehicles from premium brands. The infotainment screen runs Kia's latest software, featuring intuitive tile-based menus, responsive touch inputs, and logical organization of functions. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, eliminating the need for cables while maintaining full smartphone integration. The available Bose premium audio system delivers genuinely impressive sound quality for the segment, with well-placed speakers and a subwoofer that provides satisfying low-frequency response without overwhelming the cabin. Below the screens, Kia has wisely retained physical controls for climate functions. In an era of touchscreen everything, having actual knobs and buttons for temperature, fan speed, and seat heating means drivers can make adjustments without diverting attention from the road. It's a practical, user-focused decision. The gear selector varies by trim. Some variants use an intuitive rotary dial, others a push-button arrangement. Both approaches work well and free up considerable console space for storage. Speaking of storage, the Telluride remains exceptionally practical. Deep door pockets accommodate large water bottles. The center console bin is genuinely cavernous, and numerous smaller cubbies throughout the cabin provide homes for phones, cables, wallets, and the accumulated detritus of family life. Seating continues to be a Telluride strength. The front seats offer excellent support for long drives, with ample adjustment range to accommodate various body types. Available heating, ventilation, and massage functions add luxury car comfort to the family SUV package. Second-row passengers enjoy outstanding space, with available captain's chairs providing a more premium, separated seating experience. The standard bench offers seating for 3, maximizing passenger capacity when needed. The third row deserves special mention because it's genuinely usable, not merely present for marketing purposes. Adults of average height can sit here comfortably for reasonable distances, and children will find it spacious and accommodating. A low floor makes access easier, and decent headroom means passengers don't feel they're crouching. The xpro variant brings purposeful interior modifications that acknowledge the reality of outdoor adventures. Seat materials are specified for water resistance and durability, meaning wet swimsuits, muddy dogs, or sandy beach gear won't cause permanent damage. Floor coverings are designed to be easily cleaned. Hose them down if necessary without concern. The cargo area features reinforced tie-down points for securing equipment and gear, plus surfaces that prioritize durability over luxury. This is a vehicle that expects to be used hard, and the interior specification reflects that reality. Across all trims, the driver assistance technology suite is comprehensive. Adaptive cruise control with lane centering allows for relaxed highway driving, maintaining following distance, and keeping the Telluride positioned within its lane. Blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic assist warns of vehicles approaching in adjacent lanes or while reversing. And the 360-degree surround view camera system makes parking this large SUV in tight spaces far less stressful. A head-up display is available on higher trims, projecting speed, navigation directions, and safety alerts onto the windshield within the driver's natural line of sight. Beneath the refined exterior, the 2027 Telluride offers meaningful powertrain choices that allow buyers to prioritize what matters most to them. The new hybrid powertrain represents the most significant mechanical addition for 2027. This isn't a token electrified offering, it's a properly engineered system designed for real-world family use. Strong, low-end torque makes urban driving and stop-and-go traffic less tedious. Electric motor assistance smooths out acceleration and reduces fuel consumption, and highway cruising feels refined and economical. For families covering significant annual mileage, the hybrid makes tremendous financial sense while maintaining the Telluride's character as a capable, comfortable family hauler. The turbocharged gasoline option serves different priorities. This powertrain delivers crisper mid-range response, quicker throttle reaction, and more confident performance for highway passing and trailer towing. The chassis and transmission calibration ensure this additional eagerness never translates into nervousness. It remains composed and confidence-inspiring. Suspension tuning varies appropriately across the range. Base and mid-level trims prioritize cushioned, controlled ride quality with minimal body roll, ideal for family comfort. XPro and higher performance trims employ firmer damping and revised geometry to handle rough terrain and heavier loads without wallowing. Drive modes allow quick adjustment between comfort-oriented cruising and more responsive dynamic settings. The XPro adds terrain modes that adjust traction control, throttle mapping, and stability systems for gravel, mud, sand, or snow conditions. To summarize, the 2027 Kia Telluride represents exactly the kind of thoughtful evolution that respects what made the original so successful while addressing genuine customer needs and competitive realities. The exterior styling is cleaner and more premium without losing the confident, family-friendly character. The interior delivers meaningful quality improvements and modern technology. And the expanded powertrain range, with hybrid efficiency, turbocharged performance, and XPro capability, ensures there's a Telluride configured precisely for different lifestyles and priorities. It remains, fundamentally, a comfortable three-row family SUV. But it's now a more nuanced, more capable, and more compelling choice than ever before. Leave a comment below telling me which 2027 Telluride trim and powertrain combination would best suit your family's needs. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the comprehensive driving reviews coming soon. And if you found this detailed walkthrough helpful, give the video a like. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.